Now, Vivekananda says, work purifies the heart and so leads to Vidya or wisdom. Vivekananda's whole view of excellence at work was to concentrate not on what you are doing as much as how you are performing the work, that quality of work. You can do any task, you can do any ordinary thing, but you can transform that work into the spiritual by being totally involved in it, by being meditatively involved in it, by being almost devotional in your work. That quality turns the smallest task into the greatest accomplishment. That is the very secret of excellence at work. And throughout his life, Vivekananda used to emphasize this. It is simply a question of lighting that flame within your heart and expressing it through whatever you do in your life. That quality of consciousness is important. And once work is touched by this higher consciousness, it automatically and spontaneously takes us to a calmness of mind, a quietness of mind. It takes us to a fulfillment of our own being. Otherwise, work can be very tiring. You see, most of us get tired, most of us get strained, most of us get anxious. Work is seeming more and more like a chore. It is not seeming like an opportunity to play, to express ourselves. It has become a bit of a burden. It has become the simple, playful, creative quality of work is the hallmark of spirituality. A simple joy and harmony in work, a certain sweetness to it. Yes, we have to deal with so many situations, be in the midst of so many different circumstances through our work. But even within that, if you can keep your flame of consciousness alive, if you can create certain mystical ecstasy within yourself, then whatever you do becomes surmountable. Any obstacle becomes surmountable. Any situation becomes able to be dealt with inner calmness. You see, there are some people who get agitated by the smallest thing, and some people remain calm, collected, harmonious within, even in the most trying circumstances. Now, those people know the secret of work. Their work liberates them, frees them, instead of capturing their mind and putting it into anxiety. It is a choice, it is up to you. Do you want to cripple your mind? Do you want to paralyze your heart? Do you want to stifle your intelligence, your awareness, your innate silence, the innate silences of your soul? So, the quality of work is up to us. Become calmness oriented in your work, become peace oriented in your work. Now, for leaders, this becomes a challenge. Often there are situations when you have to lose your temper. In fact, you have to discipline people. But remember that there is a certain bliss within yourself which remains apart from whatever task you are doing. That is the spirit of the Bhagavad Gita, for example. Krishna is telling Arjun to even fight with an inner bliss. Even this whole task of killing, even this whole task of chastising the enemy, even the task of being in the midst and heat of battle, even within that, the bliss within does not need to be disturbed. That transcends the momentary, that transcends our momentary happinesses and sorrows and so on. That is what it means to act from the center of your being. That is what it means to act from the inner dimension, the inner spaces of being. That is the expression of your soul. And that is the real path of the meditative worker. This art of work needs to be imbibed more and more, not only into our individual character, into our national character, into our very bones as the human race. The problem is people are working out of a sense of agitation. Hence, the result is bound to be something uncreative, destructive, and so on. Work done in a spirit of meditation, work done in a spirit of prayer transforms not only you, but has the ability to transform others, has the ability to bring value to others. So remember this. It's a very fundamental tenet of Karma Yoga. The kind of action that Vivekananda professed and actually displayed in his life, because he went through so many obstacles. But always he demonstrated that there is a certain patience of the mystic warrior. There is a certain calmness which the mystic warrior always carries within his soul, within his heart, within his mind. And that is almost like a coolness, a cool fountain of water. It keeps you relaxed. It keeps you non-tense. It makes you able to act from your highest consciousness. It's all a question of being in your highest consciousness. That creates fulfillment. Act from a low state of consciousness, it creates non-fulfillment. So this in a way is the very secret of success. It is the very secret of being really truly excellent in your work. And this needs to be the new paradigm for the human being. You see, for too long we have been taught that work is work and play is play. But the Vedanta, the true core of Hinduism, has always taught that no, work itself can be play. No matter what you're doing, make it beautiful, make it relaxing, make it something which allows you to move towards a devotional state. Make it something which allows you to experience that which is beyond your mind. Make it an opportunity to expand yourself, and expand yourself at all levels, materially, physically, mentally, and most importantly, spiritually. This is the very crux of it all. Everything else is secondary. This innate quality towards work is what creates courage, is what creates bliss, is what creates the ability for you to move effortlessly towards greater mind power, greater position, greater prestige in all you do. Those are byproducts. Don't concentrate on that. Don't concentrate on those results. Concentrate only on that which you are doing in the moment, with a feeling of absolute calmness, as if nothing can disturb you, as if you transcend all momentary circumstances. Concentrate on the center of your being, relax yourself there, be non-tense there, be tremendously happy there, and then you'll find this, at the very source you're able to flow. That river of energy within you is able to flow into your work. It's all a question of unblocking our energy. Allow yourself to be in flow, and to allow ourselves to be in flow at work requires us to have this attitude that it is not what you are doing as much as how you are doing it. This is the simple path. This is the Sahaj path towards work. It's the creative path. And its byproduct is prosperity. Not only for your inner self, this feeling of inner richness and accomplishment in what you do, but actual creativity comes out of such a state. Actual blissfulness not only within you, but within your teams, within people you influence, and so on. And this is the only possibility to move towards a peaceful situation in society and so on. Why is society so disturbed? Because each person is going on about their work. Most people are going on about their work in a very tense situation, state. That goes for leaders, that goes for people in all walks of life. There's a certain tenseness associated with work. And that does not strengthen us, that weakens us at a spiritual level. The way of yoga, the way of karma yoga, is for us to be in a meditative state, is to deepen our awareness no matter what we are doing. That changes our energy from the lower to the higher, from the ordinary to the excellent, and so on.